there, travelers, and welcome to my channel. I'm Shifty Niffy, and if you enjoy cozy, goofy gaming content, grab your snacky snacks and snuggle in. If you want to keep up to date with all my shenanigans, remember to do all the fun things, the like, the follow, and the subscribes to get notifications of all my new uploads, streams, and all that jazz. If you want to keep a little extra close of an eye on me, down here below are my socials. You can go to them, and it'll help the algorithm archon keep me in your feed. So, on that note, last we left off, we were sent to the Komore Teahouse via Thoma to meet with his boss lady. But we were also given a letter from Miss Chisato to deliver to her beloved in Inazuma City, I believe, if I'm remembering right. And on top of that, we hit AR35, which means we have an ascension to do. We have an ascension to do. All right. So, on that note, let me play with some screens and get us going. Boom. Haha, it's our Kazuha. Alrighty. I'm hoping that we'll get far enough in our storyline that I can go unlock some waypoints so that we can level him up a little bit more. He's still stuck at 40, but we're dragging him through the Abyss thing anyway. This isn't the Abyss. What is this again? The Ascension. The Ascension. But here we go. Yes, party is currently a lower level than it should be because of Kazuha. But we love Kazuha, and he groups things so pretty. So I think we can make do. Alright, I think everybody else is solid enough that we can carry Kazuha along. So, or, no, I'm really feeling it. I'm really feeling Kazuha, but we could do Burgeon. We could do Burgeon. No, we're doing Kazuha. I have decided. I love him too much to let him go. Okay, here we go. We've got Barbara Love, we got Shang Ling, we got Chung Yoon. We are good to go. We're gonna go. Group them nice, neat, and tidy. Some Barbara
a touch of frost.
Oh yeah, we've got this. We've got this. Sorry, my headset is turned up a little too loud. Give me 1 second. Gonna blast my ears off. Alrighty, here we go.
Into the wind.
Pull everybody in.
As one with wind and cloud. One with my blade.
Fire. Water. A little bit of water. Not a lot of water. And
from whence you came.
Freeze. We almost got through it. Oh crap! I forgot. This is the rune guard. Okay. We're still good. We're still good. Everybody's nice and wet.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Fire. And
a touch of frost.
Water. No, not water. Ice. Ice. Yes. And swirl. Stir in the
Nice and
soup.
spicy.
Keep that fire going. And we are going
Forth my blade.
to keep him from getting his shield back. That is the priority.
Attack.
Okay, he's down. Awesome. This is so much easier now that we can just focus the sky.
I'll protect us.
We're gonna take a second, top up some health bars. Mainly our fly boy, who has taken some serious damage.
One with my blade.
Alright, we froze him.
But how? Into the wind.
Haha, you missed me.
Fallen leaves.
You missed
Adorn
me.
my night.
I did not say
Out the frying
you
pan.
could. Ouch. That hurts. That hurts. We all know leaning helps, right? Leaning helps. Ow, gosh.
Forth my blade.
Barbara's gotta step it up.
Let the show begin.
From whence you came.
Boba, get them.
Hopefully we get enough heals from this.
No.
No.
Leader is attacking me.
I don't think you can eat gears, Shangling.
Swift and merciful.
I don't think you can eat gears. Ow.
The wind knows me.
Okay, I wasn't in the air quick enough there. Let's keep him. Run. We're just gonna run for a second. We're gonna run. So we have Barbara up. No dodging that. We might go through some food this round.
Go, Barbara, go!
Go, Barbara, go! Okay, we got healed up enough.
One with my blade.
All right, let's go.
Submit for judgment.
Eat this!
Yeah, eat that. Eat the spicy. Spicy. Ouch. Oh, okay, we got through it. We got through it. Awesome. Okay. Whew. Awesome. All right. Yeah, Chung Yoon. Got everybody looking good. Let's go ahead and top off some health bars again. Yes, I am very health conscious. Boop, 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 boop. I'm glad to see them 1K ticks from Barbara, though. It was a long time coming. Here we go. We might be able to squeeze through here without triggering that Abyss Mage, and that would be awesome. I think we're gonna manage it. We might manage it. Here we go. Fly faster, Zhangling. I think our biggest disservice here is that we are running some blue weapons still, which is to be expected at this level.
Forth my blade.
Like, I'm pretty sure that some people still have, like, level 40 weapons, which makes things difficult, but not impossible.
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
Yes. Swirl that fire.
Spirit blade. Attack.
Melt
A touch
going.
of frost.
And boom. Boom. Boom.
Nice and
Boom.
spicy.
Can we freeze him? Can we freeze him? Can we freeze him? No, we can't freeze him. Might be able to freeze him in 1 second.
Swift and merciful.
Now we froze him. And now we're going to Boba. No, shields for you.
Into the wind.
See, that swirl helps. Even at a low level, that swirl helps.
One with my blade.
Yeah, no new shields for you. No new shields for you. No new shields for you. And here we go, back over here. We're gonna Kazuha to get them close together.
I'll protect us.
Barbara love.
From whence you came. Swift and merciful.
Like a boss. I kind of felt pretty epic right there. I felt like that was nice. It's a nice combo. Let's wait for Barbara's cooldown before we trigger the next fight. I'm pretty sure we have Abyss Mages. I could be wrong. AKA Mr. Fluffy Butt. Fluff Butt? No. Mr. Fluffy Ball. There we go. No. Mr. Fluff Ball. That's what Klee said. Mr. Fluff Ball.
I wonder.
I almost said Mr. Fluffy Butt. Oh, okay. No, we get to trigger this. Awesome. Here we go.
Pay your dues.
Ooh, these guys. Okay. Keep him interrupted.
Forth my blade.
We're gonna get some Barbara out here so that we can keep him frozen. No, freeze!
Spirit blade. Attack.
Freeze! I told you. Where'd he go? Crap. All right, we're gonna
Into the wind.
hopefully grab him. We grab everybody else.
Adorn my knight.
Fire. We're gonna swirl some fire here.
Swift and merciful.
Freeze. Yeah, that's it. Need that melt. Ouch! No, I'm the one burning people here. Not you. Not you. Not here for you. Kazuha to interrupt.
Can't run from death.
Nobody said I was running from death.
Time to go.
Alright, we are going to Boba. Boba.
Get them!
And then we are going to get as close to
One with
Symbolize
nature.
as we can to swirl it with fire.
Forth my blade.
And swing. Alright. Repeat the process.
Into the
Group
wind.
everybody together. Boba.
From whence you came.
Nice. We have a nice rotation going here for our level.
A touch of
Touch of
frost.
frost.
Let the show
Freeze
begin.
them
Right,
and
Pam? It's
teddy bear
time.
them down. Go. Uh-oh. Somebody got out
One
of
with
range.
nature.
That's okay, because we have Kazuha. He gives me, I'm wanting to say, what's it called? What was that? Oh, come on. It was like my favorite game as a kid. Mortal Kombat vibes. You know, everybody runs away from Kazuha and he's like, get over here. But he uses wind instead of a chain, you know. Love the Kazuha. Is this the way we go? Or is this the way? Nope, this is the way we go.
I follow the wind.
He doesn't have to be a big Pop-Tart to be in here. He has Animo Boy privileges. Animo Baby
Time to go.
privileges. Okay. Go ahead,
Let's
Barbara. So that Chung-Yoon is fully healed. Because I have a feeling we're going to get frozen. Because there's no way to do this without dipping your toe in water. And see? Told you. Mind you, Barbara made it extra easy because I didn't think about the fact that I was already affected with Hydro before I got over here. But we're just going to do this. And this. That's right, hilly churls can't swim. If you get hilly churls in the water, they automatically die, and that is convenient. Wait, here comes the Mr. Fluffballs. If I remember right, we're going to want to avoid using Barbara if possible here. Okay, come on, Fluffballs.
Nice and spicy.
Alright, come on, teleport over here, Yes, get in range.
The wind knows.
Make my life easier.
One with wind and cloud.
Eat this.
Yeah, eat that.
Spirit blade. Attack.
Get the water one down first. So he can't get his shield back.
Into the wind.
No shields for you guys. No! I said no! You cannot tell me that giant claymore is not interrupting you. There we go. Go, Guoba, go! And one more bunny hop.
One with nature.
Bunny hop, bunny hop, bunny hop.
One with my wind.
No! Okay. I think this is the big one. We're gonna fight Electro Hypostasis again. And we've got this. I think. Whew. Yeah, we got this. We got this. Alrighty. Whoop.
Let
Go
the
Barbara
show
on
begin.
jangling first so that tight circles and Guoba.
A touch of frost. From whence you came.
Oh yeah, we got a good chunk that time. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. Alright, rock, paper, scissors. Nope. I was tricked.
Swift and
I
merciful.
thought it was rock, paper, scissors.
Nice and spicy.
Get that overload. Yes, please. Hey, what's that for? Alright, gonna get behind him.
I'll protect us.
Go Barbara.
Into the
Why
wind.
not? Just swirl because we can. Alright, we got him halfway down. This is a lot easier than last time. Probably because I was a bit more mindful and prepared this time. Okay, we're just gonna keep walking the loop. Alright. Come on, what's your next move? Ouch! Okay, we did not get out of the way of the drill that time.
Let the show begin. Ready, steady, go.
I'm gonna take that as an opportunity for Barbara.
A touch of frost.
I don't know if we actually got a hit there or not. but it's okay. We're gonna try to... Okay, rock, paper, scissors, shoot!
Submit for judgment.
Ulti, Sova. Okay. We're getting there. Okay, zigzags. Oh, baby zigzags. All right.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
There we go. Piece of overload. Some of that fun stuff. Some love for Jangling and Barbara. Oh, nope. I thought he was gonna fall. Come on, land! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Boba, get them!
Some of that vaporize. Gotta love our elemental reactions. They make our lives so easy. In comparison
One with my blade.
to what they'd be like without them. Like, how many elemental reactions can we get going at one time? Nope, nope. Ooh, this is gonna be tough. We're gonna have to really get close to the wall here. We've almost got it down. I'm hoping by saving ultis till the end, we'll be able to get him down in one go instead of him healing up. Alright. Things are getting complicated.
Nice
Boba.
and spicy!
Okay, okay, yep. We're gonna get him down. We're gonna go
You're
like this.
toast!
That will get that one. Alright, we're gonna go over here and grab some
From
of you.
whence you came.
Sure. And yes! Okay, our world is ascended! Woo-hoo! Yes, please. Yes, please. World 4. Woo-hoo! I'm so excited. Okie dokie. Let's see. Peeking over here just to see. Nope, we're good. All right. Sorry, this is the first time I've got the multi-stream to work correctly. And I'm just watching for anything to go wrong. Let's see. Oh, my brain is fritzing. Trying to remember what should be our next step. Okay, here we go. We're gonna come over here. Let's see what we can do for the primos. There we go. We've got some wishes we can do. And... oh my gosh, sorry. I don't know why I'm apologizing. I mean, who wouldn't be hyped over that run? So let's go ahead and see where we're at wish-wise. Okay, we've got 3. Tomorrow we are going to be grinding through the phase trials because I'm a procrastinator-tater and all I want to do is quest. So I haven't touched it yet and everything's open. So we will be doing that tomorrow morning. So I'm going to save our wishes for tomorrow so we can just have like one big go of it, you know? And on that note, I think it's time that we head to Inazuma and go meet our friends for tea. It's tea time. Hopefully they have coffee too as an option. In hindsight, I should have made myself like an herbal tea blend or something like that. There's a waypoint. Which is more Primo Gems! Yay! We'll come back for shinies later. For now, I'm going to focus on getting us to our quest. Because we just ascended our world like bosses. Okay, we are going to get this chest, though. Just because.
One with my blade.
And a Jingling.
Let's dig.
Gonna get all the elemental reactions we can. Ow!
One with nature.
Get over here. Bulba! And Barbara's already doing her thing.
Forward, my blade.
Freeze him. And melt him. And freeze him. And melt him. And freeze him. And melt him. Because that's how we roll.
Objects like this may prove useful when purging evil spirits.
I don't know how helpful Mora is for purging evil spirits, but I'll take it. Gotta love our rocks. Ah, not tall enough. Oh well. Hey, look, another waypoint. Nice! We'll just grab them all on our way to the tea house. And boom! Look at that photograph. Might make me laugh. Not really, I mean, there's nothing funny about it, but it's a pretty picture. I'm a bit all over the place today mentally, and that is okay, because I've had too much coffee. Did I just run into the light? I did. I ran into the light and got stuck. If that is not an analogy for my brain right now, I don't know what is. Okay, where is this tea house? 'Cause I don't think we've highlighted our quest. And by we, I mean me. 3 wishes. Okay, this way. Ta-da! Here we are.
According to the letter, this should be the place.
Sorry, we don't serve the general public. I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
Oh, but we just got here.
We're not the general public.
Yeah, we're kind of a big deal, aren't we? You guys know about us here, right? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, wait. We're kind of here illegally. You don't know who we are. We're gonna do mind tricks.
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck into the nation, judging by your attire.
Are our clothes really so... what Paimon means to say is...
Okay, I'm just throwing this out there. I said this on my other stream this morning. The Traveler needs wardrobe changes based on the region they're in. And I can even think of the perfect place for Hoyo Labs to do it. Okay, think about it. Whenever you resonate with Geo, the Traveler goes through like this Sailor Moon outfit change sequence where they're like suddenly in the attire of that region as they resonate with Geo or Dendro or Electro. And it's like the Traveler has multiple skins for multiple areas, because if you're traveling like this, you would want to blend in, right? You'd want to be able to disguise yourself. You'd want to immerse yourself in the culture of the locals and all that jazz. So I think this is a missed opportunity, and I really hope that they like might see this and be like, "Oh, that's a great idea. Let's do that." Plus, I mean, reskinning the same character over and over again would be a lot easier, I think. I mean, they reskin other people. We got like the Klee skin coming. We have the Kaya skin coming. They've done all kinds of skins in the past. Why not reskin the Travelers? I mean, it's 2 characters, not 1 character, technically. But I think it would be so cool for the immersion of the game. Okay, I'll stop my tangent.
The Yashiro Commission's seal. This must be from Mr. Thoma. It seems there's more to you than meets the eye.
Yes, there is a lot more to us than meets the eye. We are like a transformer.
In which case, welcome to the Komore Teahouse, a safe haven for the Yashiro Commission.
Well, that sounds more like it.
Plus, we hide from the cops a lot. Wouldn't it help to look like a local? Sorry, said I was gonna stop. Here we go, into the tea house.
Well, now that we're here, where's Thoma? Paimon doesn't see him anywhere. Do you think he forgot his promise to meet us?
No, he's here somewhere.
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
Oh my god, look at the puppy. He's such a chunky puppy.
Ooh, what? Is that dog talking to us?
Oh,
Relax, no need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen me in this form?
where did human-looking Thoma go?
Huh. So you didn't see anything like this when you were in Liyue Harbor?
I mean, yeah, we saw like a talking deer and some cranes.
Ah, now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the ordinary.
But I know a puppy when I see one.
All right. I've had my fun.
Hey, you're this close to getting an ugly nickname, mister.
Oh no, not another ugly nickname, Paimon. How could you?
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long, as was the case in Rito.
Oh, come on. You were only waiting on us because you didn't give us a way to get here.
So I came up with this little fun greeting for when you arrived. But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little test you went through earlier, though it was quite necessary.
I get it. You gotta test people to know where they stand.
It helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Miss Kamisato, and whether you had the courage to face the lightning alongside us.
Face the lightning. We're just here to meet the Shogun.
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive you just because you're getting all serious now.
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies.
So how did we do on our test?
Let me just say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rules from the very beginning, haven't you?
Like I just said, we're always running from the cops. We ran from the guards when we stole the Holy Lyre. We ran from the Millilith when we were suspected of murder. And now we're hiding from the... I don't really know what they're called. I'm just calling them Popo. We're always running from the Popo.
Naturally, this is due to your unwavering and resolute determination. A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same. But when the lightning struck...
Oh, he's talking about Kazua's friend. He died in the duel before the throne.
Ah, so you've heard of his story. His light still burns all the more brightly.
So, will we be able to meet the... Ayaka? I'm just gonna say Ayaka, because if I hear it and I say it, I can do it. But if I try to read it, like right now I'd say Shirasagi Hibigimi. And I don't know if that's right. I think the last part is right, but I don't think the first part is right. So yeah, I'm just gonna say Miss Kamisato.
Yes, of course. I will bring you to the Kamisato residence where the Yashiro Commission is located.
Well, thank
But
you.
before that, there is one other place I was hoping you both would accompany me to.
Oh?
Okay.
Where?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now, but you can already see it from practically anywhere on Narukami Island.
Okay, let's go check out a statue. Checking out a statue with Thoma. Do 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 do. As long as people don't recognize us, we're good. Nope. Wrong one. Doop. I want to run around as Kazuha, but I don't know if it's smart. I don't think they would have coded that into the game, considering that he did drop before the actual Inazuma dropped. He dropped during a summer event, and they actually gave us access to his level up materials and everything during the event. But I don't think they would have coded in that you would get in trouble running around as Z. But for the immersive factor, we're not going to run around as Kazuha and Thoma guards.
This area sure feels gloomy. People probably don't come here often, do they?
Would you blame them?
Are Paimon's eyes playing tricks? Or are there things embedded in the statue?
Visions.
visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt degree are put into this statue?
That's ominous.
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt Decree.
Yeah, everybody's heard of the Vision Hunt Decree. Even people in Mondstadt have heard of the Vision Hunt Decree.
Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is the city of freedom, and Liyue is the city of contracts.
Okay, and?
As for Inazuma, it's known as the Nation of Eternity. The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity. The Eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over Inazuma. As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs and the Sakoku Decree to limit the people's movement. The Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other without disturbing it for all time.
But what about the people? What do the people want?
Seems like every god has their own will.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent Vision Hunt Decree, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow for such instability to exist.
Okay, so she's oppressing her people to make sure that nothing changes within the country. Power doesn't shift, people don't achieve more than they should. It's just, it seems very, I want to say dictatory, but I don't think that that's a word. But yeah, it seems a lot like, I don't care what my people think, I know better than they do. Kind of, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm being very articulate with this, and I can't get my thoughts together. But it does feel like, you know, she's not taking the emotions and mental well-being of her people into account.
Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryou Commission to scour the nation for visions, embedding each one in this statue. And this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
But if that's the case, wouldn't you say that the Raiden Shogun is being, I don't know, selfish?
Very selfish.
Only outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare speak out so directly against the Raiden Shogun. And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt Decree is something that simply should not exist. And Miss Kamisato has been committed to fighting it since the day it was announced.
Whoa. What was that?
Hey, are you okay? You look like your mind is elsewhere.
What was that sound just now?
Sound? What sound? I didn't hear anything. Did something happen?
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then what?
I could hear the sound of the people's aspirations.
Aspirations? That would seem to confirm the saying. Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor. That is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision represents their ambition. So if what you just said is true,
Then all of the ambitions of the people who have lost their visions reside in the statue now.
then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined.
Okay, yeah, that too. So a vision symbolizes ambition and not the power of the individual.
All right, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Okay, to the Kamisato house.
Finally!
Yeah, finally. The aspirations of all. Okay, let's see what our quickest route to the house is. I think if we come from... trying to figure out if it's this route. I think we can cut through the water there. Let's go that route. I love the foxy foxes. I just gotta come back in. Oh, just you wait. Just you wait. I want to take you home with me. You're so cute. It's like one of those pets that you always want, but you know that it's like super high maintenance. Ooh, he looks like a big boy. He looks like a big boy. And he's got a luxury chest. Alright, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're gonna die, but we're doing it.
One with my blade. Submit for judgment. Into the wind.
Swirl it all together.
Nice and spicy.
Ouch! Okay, that hurt.
Clouds high.
It's okay.
Birds call.
It's okay. It's worth it. It's gonna be worth it. That luxury chest is definitely worth it.
My blade.
Alright, he's frozen.
From whence you came.
That route.
Let the show begin.
Heal everybody
Come on. We can do it.
And then we're gonna go
Goba, get them.
Golba. And then we're gonna go Chungyun. Ouch! Okay, stay out of the water. Learning a thing. Stay out of the water. Alright. And Kazuha. Alright, we got that.
A touch of frost.
Freeze him again.
Submit
Ulti
for
again.
judgment.
Okay, we got this. We got this. We got this. Oh, we're gonna get this big chest. I'm so excited. Ouch! Ouchie! 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 Okay, get out of the water.
One with nature.
Nice and spicy.
One with wind and cloud.
Okay. Woo! I almost didn't think we had that, but we got it. Ah, look at that chest! Oh my god!
Who says there aren't benefits to
That
a
was
life
nice.
of wandering?
That was nice. Oh, I'm not trying to. I just want my other drops. Okay. Now onward. Ooh, I see some lavender melons and an oni kabuto. We will need those for leveling up for later. Especially if we get like an Ito down the line or something like that. Ito has got to be one of my favorite Geo characters in the game. And another teleport. Look at all these primos we get just for exploration. Over the weekend, I probably will try to log on and go through here to get all of our waypoints open. Kind of a little bit at a time. Hopefully they don't trigger quests, but if they do, well, I'll try to escape. Or I'll give you a recap. I can always give you guys a recap. But, you know, there's something about the cutscenes that trigger, you know? Oh, look at this cute little dude. He's adorable. Do your thing. Yeah. He's a Tenu.
Here to play with
The wind knows me.
the more, the merrier.
Boom. Boom. Wait, where'd she go? Oh, come on. I don't want to play this game. Ow. I don't know where she's at, but coming up here to deal with that. This whole thing is a hot mess. I'm just saying. Stop knocking me off of things! We were not ready. We were not ready.
I ride on wind.
Okay, that should have knocked him off the cliff, in my opinion. It did not, and that is okay too.
Let the show begin.
Right now, I'm missing Chi-Chi on the other account. But we have Barbara, and Barbara can get there, I think,
Don't
maybe.
worry about me.
Let me amuse myself.
Barbara can get things done. Alright, let's go. And
Force my
Chungyun.
blade.
If she's frozen. Yes, she's frozen. Alright, and now we're gonna Kazuha.
One with nature.
Alright, and now we're going to Kazuha again.
Fallen
Get that
leaves.
swirl
Adorn
blade.
my night.
And where'd she go?
Let
Crap.
me amuse myself.
From whence you came. One with my blade.
This should get some stuff going. Come on, let's melt. Melt it, melt it, melt it.
Goba, get them.
Over
Help
here.
protect us. Yeah. Hi.
Let's top off some health bars.
Let me amuse myself.
Hi.
Swift and merciful.
Oh my gosh. Alright, at this point, I just want the chest. Where you at?
A touch of frost.
Out of the frying pan, it's
And we're gonna stir the soup.
The wind knows me.
Boom! All your other elemental reactions are just
offering.
ingredients for the soup that is anime. Okay, here we go.
Time to go.
We'll continue onward. We're almost there. Hey, wait a second. We were chasing a little dude. Where'd he go?
Boba, get them!
Can't we like that?
Into the wind.
It worked! I was like, we were chasing a little dude, right? So these guys are called Tanuki. And if you chase them, they will turn into some kind of a fun little mechanism or something that you can interact with. Like this little guy here, we're gonna follow him. I think he's gonna take us all the way to the estate. And it's like, there's no puzzle here. What's this random electro thing? So we'll come in here, we'll grab somebody with electro. Let's grab our...
Oh,
nope,
how
nope,
exciting.
Nope. We need our lusty Lisa. And go, boop. And there he is. And he leaves us a little present. So, that's cute and fun. And I'm missing Yao Yao, so we're gonna go ahead and get Yao Yao back on the team.
I'll take...
Because Yao Yao's adorable. Da, 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 da. Okay, here we are at the Kamisato estate. Let's go meet Miss Kamisato.
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh? Paimon kinda expected it to be snazzier.
Okay, first off, Paimon, that is rude. You don't sit here and talk down about somebody's home. We've had this conversation. But it is kind of hard to top the Jade Chamber. I mean, we helped build the second one, and we put some primo materials into that thing. So, yeah, I mean, it's hard to top the Jade Chamber.
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guests. Miss Kamisato is delighted to finally meet you.
We're looking forward to meeting her, too.
Is this the Shirasage Himegimi you keep going on about? So, where's she at?
Oh, she's behind the screen.
Oh, behind the screen?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests. Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me if this is an unwelcome surprise.
Yes, this is very anticlimactic, but I think I get it. I mean, you wouldn't want to have everybody know exactly what you look like when you're an important person.
Makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long and wearisome journey over the sea. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation, and Thoma assures me that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of the times. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled underfoot.
I understand that, but we're just here to meet with the Archon and find out if they know where our siblings at. We're not here to overthrow the government.
Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds, given the contact we are required to have with them in the performance of our duties. A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation without also remaining indifferent to our own fate. Traveler, lend us your power, and we can...
Okay, we're not here to start a rebellion. We just came to meet the Shogun and ask some questions about our missing sibling. We didn't sign up for all of this. This is not what we're here for. All right, we've done favors. We've tried to help out the best we can. But first off, it's not even legal for us to be here. We haven't even got our traveler's pass yet. We still got to deliver a letter for Chisato. I mean, we're already in hot water enough as it is. We didn't come here for this.
Oh.
See, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
I'm gonna leave.
No, please! Wait! Please, don't go!
What is it?
I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must fulfill 3 small wishes on my behalf.
Okay, so we're a genie now.
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand.
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world. Does Paimon got that right?
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. I will await your return here.
I will do as you wish. It is a tall order, though.
Then you have my gratitude.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Yeah, it's what we do everywhere. We're always going and solving other people's problems. Just curious, though. I gotta know. Aw, she's already gone. I really thought there might be a chance that I could, like, get a sneaky peek, you know? Just a sneaky peek. But no Ayaka for us. Yet. We know we'll see her eventually. It's into story 9. Alright, first one's up. Meaning of meaningless waiting. That's a tongue twister. Meaning of meaningless waiting. Yeah. Meaning of meaningless... I can't do that.
Let's see. Where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden, after all these years?
Precisely. It's much too sudden. We've had no time to prepare. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please, we urge you to reconsider.
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about. Let's go over and see.
Okay, let's go check it out.
You must also be here to try and convince Tejima to stay.
What happened?
Tejima has protected this place ever since he arrived here 30 years ago. Keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near, resolving quarrels between the villagers. He has put an enormous amount of work into looking after this place, and we all think the world of him. But now, all of a sudden, he says he plans to leave us. We can't help but wonder, was it something we did? We will gladly apologize if that's the case. All we want is for him to stay.
Okay, so he's a beloved member of the community, clearly. Yeah, let's ask this fella. So why the change?
If you want my opinion, something to do with the Vision Hunt decree. It's clear that Tejima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, he became a completely different person. I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk, alone, circled the village a few times, and then out of the blue, he announced that he was going to leave and become a wanderer. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do. But equally, it doesn't feel right to let him leave when he's in this state. He's a lost soul.
Seems like he's a well-respected guy around here.
Yeah, and it seems like they're worried about him. I mean, they're not just worried about themselves with the fact that he'd be gone, but they're talking about the fact that, you know, he's not acting himself.
You must be Tejima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay.
Well, you've lived here a long time, and everybody seems to depend on you.
True, but that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave in all that time? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like a slice of my memory is gone. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought, what's to stop me from moving around instead? The emptiness inside me will be there either way.
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover the reason you chose to stay, you won't need to leave anymore, right?
Right? That makes sense. Maybe like a journal, or a memento, or a keepsake.
But if you can't remember anything, it's not gonna be easy. Oh, maybe if you just try a little harder to remember, then it'll all come flooding back?
That's not how memory works, Paimon. Sometimes the harder you try to remember something, the further away it gets. Like, when you're trying to catch your dog and they've taken off out in the yard and they're like, I don't want to come in. And the closer you get, the further away they run. Yeah, it's like that with your memory sometimes. The harder I try to remember something, the less likely I am to actually remember it.
Oh, that reminds me. Last time I brought Tejima some fruit, I do believe I saw him writing in a diary.
That's the ticket. A diary.
I keep a diary? If you say so. I honestly can't seem to remember.
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to make a note of a few interesting things. Things which would prove very important at a later date.
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving, we just need to find his diary. It must be around here somewhere. Let's take a look.
I'm sure we can find it pretty easily.
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary. We should head back to the village to inform the others of Tejima's situation.
Okay, here we go. I think. Yeah. Here's a shiny melon. And a shiny book. Bet that's a diary.
This looks like Tejima's diary, all right. Let's see what we have here.
Okie dokie.
Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dry braised salted fish. I messed up and burned mine a little, so I had to pretend that it was black snakehead instead. Today, I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him out, he told me that his best friend Bamboo was still in the water. I searched the water the whole afternoon before finding out that Bamboo was the name of his pet crab.
Oh my god, that is the cutest thing ever. That is so wholesome.
I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as I could. I soon realized I was never going to get it back, so I just found somewhere to sit and watch as it flew away into the distance. Seems like your average diary of daily village life. Huh? Wait, there's more! I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The omamori you gave me has faded a little, but it is still my most treasured possession. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for. Time to pay a visit to the shrine.
That's the ticket. We need some kind of a memento, something that's gonna jog that memory. Okay, let's go find the Omamori. Dude!
So this is the Omamori Tejima wrote about. Interesting. Looking at the color and the design, Paimon would have thought it belonged to a child.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
But anyway, if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some of his elemental energy remained on it. Do you think that it might come in handy?
Probably. That would be... Yeah, let's see. Let's see if it jogs his memory. Let's see if it brings something back. I want it. Dang it. Okay, here we go. Up the fishy pole for the shiny. Up and up. Ta-da! Ta-da. And then we'll fly back down and talk to the dude. Oh, no, we gotta find clues. Here I was coming back to talk to him. Okay, off this way, and... Oh, check spot.
Here we are!
Checkpoint.
This seems to be somewhere that Tejima visited a lot. The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe Tejima buried something precious here. Must be something pretty amazing if it made him stick around for 30 years. Let's dig it up and take a look.
Hopefully it's not like a body, like he buried a loved one here and that's why he didn't leave.
It looks like a letter. The paper's gone yellow. Must have been written a really long time ago. Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again?
We are currently in Konda Village. If we become separated during the war, go wait for me at Konda Village. There will be a safe home for us there. Okay. So he was waiting for somebody.
Huh. So the reason Tejima came here was to wait for someone. But he's been here for 30 years. Oh, guess they didn't show up in the end, huh? Well, let's go give Tejima his stuff back and take it from there.
That's sad. He's been waiting here for 30 years for somebody who never made it back.
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And I guess the Omamorian letter belonged to me too. But I have no memory of anything that's written in this diary.
Okay, so losing your vision, not as in your vision like your eyeballs, but losing your physical little vision, impacts your memory.
Still, it's clear that I was waiting for someone here, and that I chose to wait for 30 years. Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. Anything that I could share with her when we were finally reunited. And just look at all the things that did happen over the years. The time has flown by so quickly. 30 years feels like the blink of an eye. How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Now that I think about it, when my vision was taken from me, it felt like I'd suddenly been hollowed out. Love, regret, everything I felt for her, it's all disappeared.
That's so sad. So he's not able to feel any of his positive emotions either? Okay, so it's not just affected his memory, it's affected his emotional state. It's almost like he's had like a... As somebody who studied mental health, and some of the darker sides of mental health. This almost sounds like he's had like some kind of a lobotomy. Which isn't funny. I get uncomfortable and I laugh. I'm just one of those people. That's one of my responses to stressful situations. I laugh. But, so I wanted to clarify that I'm not laughing because I think this is funny or that lobotomies are funny. But it does sound like losing your vision is about the same as having some kind of a lobotomy. You lose memory, you lose access to your emotions, and you're just kind of in a neutral state.
No.
If you're lucky.
Not especially. After all, I've forgotten who she was. Her face, her voice, the things we experienced together. I barely recall any of it.
That's so sad.
It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. As if all these years have been nothing but a hazy dream.
So, do you still plan to leave?
I think maybe not. If this is something I waited most of my life for, I suppose I should carry on waiting. Although, what if she were to turn up eventually, only to find I didn't remember so much as her name? Wouldn't that be upsetting for her?
I'm sure it would be.
When I think about it like that, I do feel a slight tinge of sadness in my heart. How curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember who she is? It's just like that feeling of emptiness, the feeling that something is missing. Thank you both for helping me reconnect with my reason for staying here. I shall remain here and keep waiting for her.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay, but still, it makes Paimon really sad.
Yeah, me too, Paimon. Losing a reason to feel sad is probably the saddest thing of all.
Seems it's just like Ayaka and Thoma were saying. If you lose your vision, you lose all your hopes and dreams too. That certainly explains the state Tejima was in earlier. At least we were able to help him, weren't we? Well, let's go find the next person. According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to go to war. Let's start a rebellion. Let's call it good. I've seen all I need to see. I'm ready to go. Let's go. We ride at dawn. I mean, that, whew, right in the feels. Right in the feels, man. Poor dude.
They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma, the ones actually enforcing the Vision Hunt decree. But why would they take action against one of their own?
That's a great question, Paimon.
Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation.
How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
Emergency provisions? Like emergency food? I mean, I got Paimon over here.
Oh, huh? And who are you? One of Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
What?
No.
We just happened to be passing by.
Yeah.
We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
Yeah, see our clothes? Clearly not from around here. Now, if we had that magical sequence I was talking about earlier, though. Yeah.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter.
Okay, let's see what we can do.
This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything.
Okay.
He's keeping the provisions for himself. I just know it. We'll starve without them.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man, but he's shown his true colors. He's the same as all the other samurai. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like him? Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa and see what he has to say.
There's always 3 sides to every story. I don't remember the exact quote, but there would be his side, their side, and in the truth. Somewhere over in here. In the ether. Let's talk to Kurosawa.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the poor man I am today? My own family can barely get by as it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend to.
We heard that you recently lost your vision.
And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work. Apparently, I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt Decree. Why would you be unworthy of your vision?
Right? You're over here doing your job. Taking away people's hopes and dreams, you know. Like a good little Pop-Tart. Why would they take your hopes and dreams?
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details. All I know is that I would perform certain things every month. But I don't recall what they were. And it's not just that. I have this unsettling feeling, like someone owes me something.
Someone owes you something. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. Put that in the back for later.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be going through such hard times right now. To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders, which is why I came here in the first place. I was chasing after them when I got held up by these two. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself. If there were any emergency provisions to be had, they would have found them.
Okay, we can handle treasure hoarders. That's our specialty.
Huh. He seems to be telling the truth. But we better confirm. Let's go round up those treasure hoarders and see what they have to say.
Yeah, let's
do
do
it. We should be
it.
able to follow their tracks. They couldn't have gone too far.
Let's do it. Okay, they're gonna mark it. I was like, do we need to use our elemental sight? The answer is no, we do not. No, little fussy fuss. I love you. You are so pretty. And you know it too, don't you? Okay. No longer distracted. Let's
We
let's
outdid
fight some treasure
ourselves this
hoarders.
time. All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit the jackpot.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from.
Oh no, there won't.
Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder that will go down in hoarder history.
In your dreams.
You demand, boss!
Yuda man.
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's teach them a lesson.
Yep, let's teach him a lesson.
Another test subject.
Fourth, make way.
Don't be scared. Nice and spicy.
Spirit blade.
And boom! That didn't
There goes all
take
the
long.
Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you.
Not likely. Word has it that you looted Kurosawa's house. We want info.
Kurosawa? Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck. I knew he shouldn't have hit that place.
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with food supplies?
Food supplies? You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a strange-looking box, hopefully with valuables inside.
Our Foxy's over there watching us be awesome.
I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself once we got back. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little box for our freedom. What do you say?
I guess. Makes sense. Alright. Give us the box, give us the intel. You can run along your merry little way and don't go robbing people. Maybe. Go to a rune. Runes have treasure. Find it there. Stop stealing from people's houses.
You've got a deal. Now show us what's in the box.
Huh? What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs.
Yeah, a lot of them too.
Maybe he misremembered thinking that somebody owed him stuff when he owes other people things.
And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Aoi. We're talking tons of Mora here. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom of this. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't cross again.
Or else.
Yes, of course. So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here. Just go. Off to the general goods merchant. You know what? I just had a thought. Let's go over here. Hold up. First things first. I'm just checking something out of curiosity. Oh, okay. I still have a little bit of stuff to level him up. Alright. Oh, wait. There she was. Hey. That was convenient.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something? Or perhaps there's something you want to inquire about?
About these IOUs. Can you give us any insight into what they're about?
Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it? Perhaps you're here to pay off his debts.
No.
Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're just here to learn where they all came from. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive here?
Yeah. Was there like some kind of a major purchase? Did he buy a house?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account.
Okay.
However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
See, that's what I would have thought.
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
Wow. Kurosawa was purchasing all the emergency provisions at his own expense.
He's just a big softie.
And no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
Poor guy.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe backlash now.
But he didn't want everybody to know he was using his own money because then they wouldn't ask for what they needed.
Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless deed. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, I'm still not too clear myself. If you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself?
Unfortunately, he doesn't remember.
I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
What sword?
Sword? What sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. He's carried it for years now. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to sell. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least that's what I think.
You would think. You are a merchant, that is your job.
Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll even provide you with the answers you're looking for. Oh, but before you go, if you would kindly settle today's bill.
What? We didn't buy anything.
But we didn't buy anything.
What Paimon said. Oh, 1 second. Okay, there we go. And boop. Sorry, just noticed that one of my screens was a bit off. And we're good. We're good again. Yay. We're good again. Okay. Yeah, we didn't buy anything from you.
Information is also a kind of commodity, wouldn't you agree?
I guess.
Don't worry. I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly confidential anyway. Oh, let me think. 2,000 mora should be a fair price.
Okay, I guess that's fair enough.
At least we now know where the emergency provisions are coming from. Plus, we found out that Kurosawa has a priceless sword in his possession. Let's go talk to Kurosawa again and see if he can remember anything.
Okay, let's go. And he is right over. Yeah. Do 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 do.
What are you doing here all by yourself? Where did those other two go?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything I said was true, right?
Actually, you're a big softie that was paying out of your own pocket, and that's why you're so poor. But you never told anybody that you were doing that, and now you don't remember doing that. But you're a good Pop-Tart, and you shouldn't draw your sword on people. That's what I just told him.
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Yep.
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was?
Yes, you are a big softy with a big heart, and you take care of your people.
I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, I still don't remember anything. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? But I could not deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so.
About that sword, do you mind if we have a look?
This sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely. What did he say? I can't seem to remember that either.
Yeah, the impact on people's memory is really concerning. So is the impact on their emotional state.
It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone. Forever. No matter how hard I try to remember, all I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hands and said to me, "With this sword, you should..."
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt.
Yeah, let's read it. Maybe it's the end of the sentence. With the sword, you should...
Can you recognize the words?
You should wield this sword with virtue and justice.
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now. Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all.
See, you're a good person.
But what use of virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need, and look how things ended up. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision, and the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me.
Because they don't know the truth. You hid the truth from them, so maybe you should, come clean? Or have Aoi, maybe come clean for you? Slip some gossip out there, be like, hey, did you know Kurosawa was doing all this with his own money and now he's not paying me? Some of that gossip, put that gossip to work for you. Get that tea out there.
And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade.
Because you're a good person.
I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yet another troubled soul. When we get the chance, let's speak to Thoma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses.
Right, I hope they will. I hope somebody will help this poor guy out.
In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword.
Right. Losing a vision is no trifling matter.
Yeah. Seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision.
Yes, that is fortunate, because that means they can't take it away.
Let's go find the next poor soul.
Alright, we got one more person to help. And then we get to meet the Shogun? Hopefully. Look at all these primos we get. It's gonna be nice tomorrow. And boom!
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Hyman heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo.
Yeah, it does.
Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all.
Ooh.
Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
I like
Hey
it.
there.
Like a good spooky.
Did something happen?
I like a good spook. Who's possessed? We'll call the exorcist. We're here for it.
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No, you got it so wrong. We just came here to,
We're here to become disciples. Yeah. Yeah. We're not here to poke around where we don't belong. And ask questions about visions that may or may not have been, taken away.
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
Yeah, what's up with that?
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being.
So we can wait until he's recovered, or I'm not going back until I can call him my sensei. I think the second one gives us the option of seeming like desperate to meet him. We have to know. We have to be a part of this art form. And I think it'll make them more inclined to give us more information.
I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard.
Yes. No, not really. But
Though
they would assume he
self-taught,
had.
he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight.
Oh, wow.
He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world.
Sounds like he was well on his way if he was completely undefeated.
And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since.
Ah, there it is.
He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's being possessed by an evil spirit. So we've asked the shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
Yeah,
You haven't heard
what's
of it?
that?
It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
Oh, we're here for it.
Losing your vision can cause possession? Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
I think it's more likely to cause a mental illness which could present similarly to possession? Question mark? Maybe. Oh, we're here at the perfect time of night. Yay. Let's go ahead and talk to him.
So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei in one of his fits of madness. Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, she heard him whispering a few names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken and pushed her away. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew, others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated in the past. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago, and he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the shrine maidens managed to subdue him, so the exorcism can finally continue. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Here's hoping Sensei will be back to his normal self very soon.
I hope so, but I doubt it. I doubt it. I really think that the only way to restore these people is by returning their visions.
Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
Hello there. Who are you? Don't run away. That's suspicious.
Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism? We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go after them.
Okay, Paimon, but I don't think anybody would show up to mess up an exorcism. Unless, of course, there was, like, concerns for the well-being of the person being exorcised.
Seems they aren't here.
Maybe then the Popo would get involved.
Should we keep going further up?
Yes, we will keep going further up.
Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up.
Shiny. Alright, let's keep going.
Ha! Suspicious person sighted! That's gotta be him!
Hello, suspicious person. You have been sighted.
How did you catch up with me so quickly? Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does.
Well, thank you.
Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
I wouldn't count on it.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here. First off, who are you? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You seem like bad news, mister.
Right. You acting suspicious.
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day. Long before you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon's senior.
Ah, he's the person he's been calling out for.
His senior? Wait, that means you must be...
Anzai? Yes, that's me.
Then why'd you run away?
Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again.
Okay, sore loser much?
When we were young, we trained under the same sword master, studying Make-Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best sword master barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training, and even started catching up with me.
Okay, so he fixated. He was just focused on the one goal, the one thing, and that is his thing, and he's going to achieve this thing.
Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Yeah, this is the question.
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Meikyo Shisui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations from me.
Oh, he stole your thunder. He stole his thunder! So he decided to throw his whole life away and become a wanderer and not pursue anything after that.
Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back.
But I thought you said this art, nobody focused on status and stuff. Did it just not matter when you were at the top?
Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment to the art of the sword.
I'm just curious, are they implying that his master was so exhausted from his match with Domon that he died? Or is it just a case of he stopped fighting?
So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Meikyo Shisui art to perfection. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. I thought mine was a name he had long since forgotten. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. I just wanted to see for myself. Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now. The exorcism is probably finishing.
Okay. You're probably right.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the exorcism at all.
No, he's here to check on an old friend and has too much pride to admit that.
Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
Okie dokie, let's go see. Hopefully things are going well. Whee! Oh, hopefully I didn't die just then.
You're saying he isn't possessed?
I'm telling you, mental illness can be mistaken for possession.
Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
Nanako, please. Try not to get agitated.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed Domon. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all is certainly not lost, for I received word not long ago that Lady Yae has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
Ooh.
Lady Yae? Is that the same Lady Yae that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine?
That's wonderful news! Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yai can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Yai?
Yes, she prefers fried tofu.
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yai does not like to be kept waiting. I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish Domon a full and speedy recovery.
So do we. So do we.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai's attention?
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow. Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Meikyo Shisui Art, will do our best to help you.
I will gladly join you.
Sure! After all, everyone seems pretty excited about Lady Yai. We're curious to meet her too.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two about the Raiden children from her.
Okay, and we're off to the Grand Narukami Shrine. Let's go. Okay, we gotta go up here. Best bet is from here. I think we can get some tiny trees to take us where we need to go. I don't think I've covered this yet, so let's go ahead and find the tiny tree. Oh! We need that Oni Kabuto. Alrighty, so you summon the thingy, and you go boom. Ah! Unless, of course, you're like me and you miss your mark entirely. And boom. Okay.
Time to go.
Where did that thing go? Let's grab this crystal fly. And we're gonna go boop. Oh! Oni Kabuto. Another crystal fly. Well, that was nice. That was nice and convenient.
There are benefits to a life of wandering.
Okay, we're gonna grab another tree. And go boop, 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 boop. And here's another tree. Go up, 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 up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. We messed up. We messed up. Oh, we went backwards. Oh, we're going backwards. Okay, hopefully we land somewhere. Okay. Whew. Alright, that was tricksy. Alright, here we go again. Let's try this again. Okay. Then we're gonna go up, up, up. And here we go. Alright, it says that we have a...
Follow the wind.
There's the shiny. All that to get to the shiny. Alright, we're gonna grab another tree. Okay, this should get us up to the shrine. Here we go. Fun fact, this pathway is one of the few places once you're able to catch animals for your home, which we will be able to do eventually. If you're already leveled up, you can do that. But you can come here to catch ravens or crows. I'm not sure which one they're classified as, but you can see one right there that just flew away. It's technically a reskinned black pigeon, but I think they're pretty cool. And there's the Grand Narukami Shrine. As well as a teleport. Thank goodness for teleports, right? Okay. And here we are. Lady Yai, we're home. Nico. Oh, look at that pretty foxy fox tree. I love the foxy foxes. So pretty.
Do you think that's Lady Yai? Oh, no wonder Junior is so excited. She has a really striking presence.
And
Also,
adorable
is it just
ears.
Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now?
Mm-hmm. She did. She looked right at us. Look at those ears. I want to pet those ears. I want to pet those ears.
It was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
Right? She doesn't know who we are, does she? Maybe. I don't know.
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Poor guy. What a state.
Lady Yai, it must be a possession, right? This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But then does that mean he...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yai, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into madness?
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with the disciple he himself had taught.
Sounds like she's telling Domon's story.
Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Can one truly remain unagitated, of still mind in moments such as these?
Lady I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the swordmaster is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest swordmaster in the world. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companions.
So because he... I'm not going to say destroyed, but because he impacted the dreams and hopes of others, he now feels overwhelming guilt because he has lost his drive and motivation. He doesn't have his focus anymore. His focus is gone.
Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor Sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Father, Sensei, Ansai.
That's enough.
Hey, look who it is!
Huh? Isn't that Ansai? Where come from? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Anzai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have.
He's so racked with guilt. It's heartbreaking.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. That's why I ran. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak. You taught them that, didn't you?
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them?
Then they can pass on their ambitions to someone else.
I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
But that's not your decision to make.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Meikyo Shisui art.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hands. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you so effortlessly defeated me. So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, it is time for you to release yours into their custody. You are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name. But you have a great number of worthy disciples.
I understand.
He has such an amazing support system through his disciples, and I mean, even his frenemy, I guess Anzai would be considered a frenemy.
I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of Meikyo Shisui art. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be free of agitation. But as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything I have learned in my life so far. This is my promise. And I humbly ask Anzai, my senior, to hold me to my word.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any corners with them. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Lady Yai and then get yourself back home.
It reminds me of like a parrot being like, tell them I said thank you. And then get your butt in the car. Sorry, it was like total mom energy. Thank you, Lady Yai.
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf. Guess that sort of solves this one, huh?
Yes, it seems as good as a resolution as we can hope for.
Traveler, a moment, please. Lady Yai has some words for you.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores.
I hope that's a good thing.
For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment.
Well, thank you, Miss Miko. Miss Yai.
I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
I would never dream of it. I would never dream of disappointing you, Yai.
Ooh, Lady Yai seems to have taken a real interest in you. She seems super mysterious. Paimon's so curious what she really meant by all that. We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go report back to Miss Kamisato.
Woo! 36! Look at us go!
Narukami, please. See that he stays safe.
Let's return to the Kamisato estate. Right down there. Do 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 do. Da, da. Whoop, starting to rain.
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit. But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain stops.
Okay. Okay, guys, and we'll pick up there next time. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. If you're enjoying the journey and you want to continue progressing the storyline with me, remember that I upload and stream 4 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And if you really want to keep up with my shenanigans, remember to do all the fun things. The likes, the follows, the subscribes, all that good jazz. And keep up with me on my socials. I usually post on there before I go live, so it'll be a nice little reminder. I hope you all have a great day, and oh yeah, I forgot something. Oh no. The algorithm Archon. We must appease the algorithm Archon and keep me in your feed. There it is. Alright, I hope you